Greetings to Raceday, or non-racing day of Dakar 2022. We're very lucky to be joined by Alfie Cox, father of Bradley, in the bivouac in Saudi. Alfie, thank you very much for taking time out of what actually is a busy day in Saudi today.
Yeah, Colin, today is really the halfway point. And obviously, it doesn't matter if it's 4 wheels, 2 wheels, everything has to be maintained. I mean, Brad's bikes and the team bikes here, wherever I've been through the bivouac, they're all stripped down. Basically, it's just the engine and the frame. Suspensions get new oil in them, get re-gassed. They get new wheels, new tires. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. But the mechanics were lucky yesterday because the race was shortened. And the boys got home, quite early, around about, I think, 12:30. And they could start already yesterday afternoon. So even the car guys, I was over at Toyota just now, and they managed to get a hell of a lot done yesterday. Even though the car guys still did the whole day, they were back quite early. And they've been managed to work. So yeah, that's what this day is all about. And then obviously for the riders, regroup, get some clothes cleaned, and get themselves sorted for the next few days.
And you're in Riyadh for another 2 days. So it's kind of nice.
One more day. Tomorrow morning we leave Riyadh.
Okay, but at least you've had a couple of days in the same place. So it hasn't been the hectic moving like normally is on Dakar.
Yes, man. So that's one nice thing. To load up every day and go, it's really crazy. I mean, it's long days traveling and then put up all the tents, all the stuff, prepare everything. So it's actually been very nice. To be able to just relax for 2-3 days. Yes, we're not allowed to go out. We're not allowed to go to the stage. We're not allowed to go and watch the blokes because, there's so much skullduggery that goes on here with the teams that they want to make it fair for everybody that nobody's allowed to go out and go and give any information out or help with anything. So yeah, I think only the managers are allowed to go to the finish. That's all that's allowed to go. So which is quite nice, but we just chill in the bivouac. But obviously it's the scary part, watching the live timing all the time. And when you got your boy in the race, and then it doesn't update fast enough, and you're sitting here with your heart in your throat all day long,
It's sounds like you're as nervous now as when you were actually racing on Dakar.
Yeah, look, I must be honest, for Hazel and myself, it's to have your boy in the race, and we know with the elements that are against in this race, and they're youngsters, and you can try and tell a youngster, but they all want to do well, and this rally is really one step at a time. You can't just go and think you're the fastest guy. You'll get chewed up very quickly. So he's doing a fantastic job at the moment. Brad's had 2 falls, not too serious, luckily, but I suppose they are going to fall as they go along, and that's going to happen. I mean, you see the speeds that they're traveling on. The race is very fast, but he's doing a great job. The first week is out of the way. And next week will be the week for, having to see, let's get to the finish. That's the most important thing. But being nervous, I think it's natural to be nervous. I tell you, the first morning he rode out the bivouac, I had a lump in my throat, I promise you, and maybe a tear in my eye. It was a hell of a thing to see your boy go out there. I'd hate to know what Hazel is feeling at the moment.
Well, Alfie, we've been watching his progress up the GC. He's second rookie at the moment, from what I see, 20th position. That is absolutely phenomenal performance.
We come from a racing background, and Colin, everybody wants, it's very difficult for Brad, living in his dad's footsteps. I mean, my first Dakar, I finished 4th. So, he's got a lot on his shoulders, but we're talking him through this thing. And when we walk around the pits, and even when I go over to the factory team, and I was having quite a few hours with Heinz Kindergartner yesterday, and obviously The Bradley and them are mixing it because they're white numbers, and the main boys, those guys have got yellow numbers. So when two white numbers are in with the yellow numbers, you know, those big boys, and they've been very good to the youngsters. They've helped them. They've ridden with them. They've spoken to them at the end of the race, you know, end of the stages. You know, they've spent, you know, they can go over to them in the bivouac. And you know what most people are talking about is they've done exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in the top 10. Yeah, Mason's had some top 10 finishes right near the front. Bradley's had some just stupid little things happen right at the end of the stage, and yeah, at the moment you can see, throw 2 or 3 minutes away, you go back 10 places.
It's
So
super
yeah, he has
close.
been a little bit mad sometimes coming into the finish. He fell in the mud the other day, you know, it didn't look like it was bad, and the front wheel just went in the mud over the handlebars. But yeah, these things are going to happen. But what they've done at the moment and what Brad's done, we're happy, and just take one step at a time. He wants to make this his career, so you know it's, you know, first Dakar, let's get it out of the way first.
And we saw the other day, yesterday it was, when he came in and off to McDonald's. Youngsters of today, did he get the McDonald's?
Yeah, you know, the bivouac food is very good. I mean, this place, you might call it a circus. You know how it moves every day, but the people are amazing in Saudi. These guys are so lucky to have the creature comforts they got, and you don't want. There's pasta in the evenings. There's lunch if you come in. The food is great, but you know, sometimes they want a greasy hamburger, these youngsters, and I suppose it's only right when you've had the same food every day, you know, lunch and supper. So yeah, and then they had a hotel last night just to go and have a nice long shower and just sleep in a nice bed, you know, without the revving of the cars and the blowing of the airlines. It is disrupting trying to sleep in the bivouac. But yeah, they had a nice night last night, so they're all chilling together. And looks like Ross is going to race. They've worked him over a little bit. Physio, his leg is not looking good with the hematoma, but he's a tough bugger. He's smiling, and they've allowed him to pull a joker card just to try and gain some world championship points.
That's really great news, that Alfie, that you bring us about Ross. You know, our hearts fell yesterday when we heard that he crashed. I think he's very, very lucky that the injuries aren't a lot more. From what I understand, he was
He's
hanging on the cable when he went over.
Yeah, listen, and unfortunately, him and Petrucci were the first two off the line, and this big hole was brought up by the cars and the trucks from the day before. They don't normally go and ride the tracks of the trucks, but for some reason they decided to have one day, and it was a disaster. And obviously, 2 kilometers off the start line, there was a ledge that obviously had been brought out by the trucks and the cars, and the organizers didn't see it as a danger, and both of them had a massive wipeout.
Yeah, Alfie, we've seen before in years gone by, the day after Raceday, the first day racing, there are two issues. One is the issues, the mechanical side of it, but I think that most of the levels of mechanics are so good at the moment. Those should be out of the way. The one that interests me a lot is you've had now 5-6 days of competition where the rider is full on focused on riding and racing, and your body is used to that. You now go for a day and a half of downtime. And what are you, as a dad and as a previous rider, how do you prepare Bradley to get back up to speed, immediate speed the next morning after a race?
No, look, I think most riders take off in the morning, find their feet a little bit, you know, because the suspension's been rebuilt and things like that. But it only takes literally 5-10 minutes and you're back on the gas again. I mean, there's no getting into it. You have to go, because the second half of this race gets very, very intense with the guys that are wanting to win, you know, and people wanting to get good places.
So we made Raceday, and this next week, man, it's going to be exciting for Brad and for you, Hazel, and all of us watching.
Thank you, Colin. No, man, it's just it's one of those things, and yeah, it's the magnitude of this race is just mind blowing, man. It's just millions of dollars that come into this race, and yeah, when it's the toughest thing in the world, doesn't matter who you are, old, young, you want to take on those challenges.
You got to do it. Alfie, thank you very much for taking time out for us. Do me a favor, please. Go and give your boy a massive hug and tell him we're all behind him. We're watching. Thank you very much, Alfie.
I
Cheers.
will do that, Colin. I will do that. Thank you, man. Take care.
Thanks,
and
man.
really, to everybody out there, we don't realize I'm BC, before computers, and social media is just exploded. It's changed the face of motor racing. It's changed the face of these rally day races. It's incredible how instant stuff can go out there, and it's actually quite unbelievable to know how you can get stuff out into millions and millions of people. And yeah, we're just thankful for everybody that supported Brad and us to come to this race. As we know, it's a huge financial, and without the people of South Africa, and like Bradley was saying in an interview this morning, like he feels like he's racing for South Africa because so many people have put their money and friendship behind this whole race. So thanks very much.
Awesome. Good luck. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Bye.
How cool is that? Straight from the bivouac. We know Bradley he's resting. He's in the hotel. He's getting prepared for another day of attack. Join us through the day today as we pick up where we can of guests in the bivouac. We're going to have a little bit later, we've got Tracy Spaniard from the company who's going to come and talk to us a little bit about the company and their products and their involvement with Toyota Gazoo Racing. Have a lovely Saturday. Be nice, be kind. We'll talk later. Cheers.